All you're gonna do is look at the coefficients, okay? And you're only looking at which two terms? Just the the x and y squared. Being nominated for Teacher of the Year was actually, I mean, I hate to say a shock, but I would say shock because there are so many wonderful teachers, specifically at Northern, but I also know like within Durham Public Schools, that to be chosen from such a stellar group of people, it really is like, it's amazing. Well, you pick X, right? My students inspire me in so many ways. I have heard a lot of their backstories from kind of the backgrounds that they came from, the upbringings that they had, the support they may or may not have, maybe some of the health issues that they have going on, or maybe somebody has to work all the time to help pay bills, and yet a lot of them rise to the challenge and do the work anyways. And I think they know that the teachers, not just myself, but all teachers, we're here to help and kind of, you know, mentor them, not just about the schoolwork, but also about life events and how to keep going and persevere and push through, and that if you can do that now, nowhere but up from there.
In her pre-calc honors pre-calc class, Ms. Honeycutt does a good job of allowing each student to express their own feelings and the way they feel about the class and how it should be taught. And I feel like the way she does it, it allows everyone to have a good say, and it brings everyone else in the class closer together. We're almost like a little tight family, and that's probably my favorite part of the class.
As a seasoned teacher, I have so much advice for the first year teacher in me. I think number one is to relax, not take everything so personally. A kid not doing their homework is not a direct reflection on me, or a kid acting up in class, it's not a reflection on me. It's to consider the child more and what they have going on, and that, you know, and to try to reach them in some other way. And I think also not to focus on the content quite as much, which is important, right? But the creating those personal relationships with the students, that's the most important thing above all else. And that if you have that, then the content and the students understanding it can come as well. But I think you do have to have that first.
Ms. Honeycutt should win Teacher of the Year because I guess I would say the intensity of the class, how hard it is. She brings such ease into teaching it. It just eases all the students, and it doesn't make them feel overwhelmed with the level of work they're given. And that's probably the most important part of how she does it.
I love school. I love what school represents. It represents a way for everybody to achieve, no matter what you come from. It's your way to a better life, regardless of who you are, regardless of the color of your skin, regardless of how much money you have, regardless of your gender, regardless of anything. It's your way to the kind of life that you want to have, and I think to be a part of that for anybody, I will leave this world knowing that I made a difference for somebody, and that is why I teach.